Whether you want to use the word demolish, destroy, annihilated, wreck, whatsoever word you want to use, or the one that I choose, obliterated, whatsoever it was, MOTIE from Guyana and the West Indies was at its brilliant best on the first morning to mid-afternoon of the second test versus Zimbabwe. In a masterful display of slow left-arm spin bowling, MOTIE destroyed the Zimbabwe batting, picking up the last 7 wickets in a masterful display of bowling, getting 7 for 37 from 14.5 overs with 4 maidens. Hello everyone, welcome to the Cricket Forum. Please slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner. It's free to click and you click on the ones. Please, I'm asking you also to support Best Buy USA by clicking the links in the video description and buying something from Best Buy USA. It is shocking and I'm not happy this morning. I have paid subscription left, right, and center so that I can watch cricket matches without having to worry about it. Flow Sport, that has the rights to broadcast the cricket in the West Indies, is not showing the cricket, and they have given no explanation why they are not showing it. And I have to be depending, and I'm even getting confused, cannot pronounce words. That is how hungry and upset I am this morning, because I am unable to watch the cricket. I have to be depending. I have to be depending on text to follow what is going on in Zimbabwe. And you know that when you are getting information third party, sometimes it is not consistent. I pay my subscription and I don't know if this is happening all over the Caribbean. But more than one person in Jamaica is telling me that Flow Sports, they cannot get the cricket. And I sympathize with you. I cannot help you. There are so many persons calling me, asking me what to do, but the truth is I cannot help you. I'm not getting through either. I don't know what is happening with Flow Sport. And one of the best performances of the man's life. Maybe he will never get another 7 wickets in cricket again. I am unable to watch it because of Flow Sports, who bought the rights and is not showing the cricket. I don't know if someone else is watching it somewhere. But Zimbabwe won the toss and chose to bat, as I've posted. They have made three changes to their team, including Gary Balance was left out because he had a migraine headache. So they chose to bat. They got off to a fairly good start before Alzarri Joseph struck in his second spell. Because what was good about the West Indies today is that they played the cricket, I think, much more disciplined than on that 4th afternoon, when I really think the first test match slipped from our hand. But that is now a distant memory. So Joseph got the breakthrough when he got not care, the other opener, to nick off, and Da Silva took a good catch, a good tumbling diving catch. That's what the text said. So it was Joseph who got the breakthrough in his second spell, the first over of his second spell. His first spell was 3 overs, and he was replaced by Older after the 3 overs. And after Gabriel finished his first spell, Joseph replaced Gabriel. Very interesting that we never used 6, 7, 8 bowlers. We stuck to the 4 bowlers and chased only about 2 overs. 1 just before lunch and 1 after Gabriel and Joseph bowled another spell after lunch also. And after he bowled that first over, MOTIE got the 7th wicket in the next over. It was a good display from MOTIE, picking up 7 wickets. The first 3 wickets, 2 went to Older, and I'm very happy for Older. I want to congratulate Older because he has been under enormous pressure. I have put pressure on him also. I did not include him in my squad to tour Zimbabwe. I did not. And you know that I did not name him in my 11. But one of the things that I've always said, and you must give me credit for it, is that I always said, whether or not your favorite players are in the team or in the squad, or whether the person that you wish to be in the squad is there or not, when those guys take the field, they are representing us and we want them to do well. I have always preached that. Support the team that is on the field. And I'm very happy that Older came good and got 2 wickets. So Gudakesh MOTIE bowled 14.5 overs, 4 made, 37 runs and got 7 wickets. Jason Older, 7 overs, 2 made, 7 overs, 2 maders, 18 runs, 2 wickets. Alzara Joseph bowled 9 overs, 1 made, 29 runs, 1 wicket. Shannon Gabriel went wicketless. But if I'm being told that the very first ball that Gabriel bowled, that the batsman was dead. That's what I'm being told. As I said, I am not watching it because of Flow Sports refusing to show the cricket. I do not know why. If they have a technical problem, they need to say so. But Gabriel bowled 8 overs, 2 maders, 19 runs, and no wicket. My understanding from the texts that I've been getting is that Joseph and Gabriel really bowled fast. It said that Older was very disciplined and MOTIE was brilliant. He varied his pace brilliantly and he was getting turn. He was getting a lot of turn because, as you have seen, I have posted that the pitch appears to be very dry and he was getting a lot of turn. It was a brilliant performance from MOTIE. The first wicket, the batsman out caught at back pad. The second wicket is a keeper, and he really played a loose shot. My understanding that he played a loose shot. He tried to slug sweep and was caught comfortable by Chanda Paul at cover. The third wicket that MOTIE got, it was a down the leg side. The batsman trying to work it down the leg side, just like how they got balance in the first test down the leg side. It was a similar dismissal. And his fifth wicket was a straightforward edge to slip. Mavuta, the batsman who frustrated West Indies with balance in that first test, he was out, caught at slip. And he bowled Naushi. I think that's a fast bowler. Naushi was out bowled. And he also bowled the last man, Chivagana. So those were MOTIE 7 wickets. Older got 2, Joseph got 1, Gabriel got none, Chase got none. Chase only bowled 2 overs, and I'm very happy. As I said earlier in the week, last week, when I was picking my 11 for the team, I made a statement that the 7-8 bowlers thing not going to work. You bowl your 4 best bowlers and you give them 3-4 spells. If they don't get through that time and it's late in the day and you want to try something, you try something. Bowlers must take responsibilities and batsmen must take responsibilities. It must be made clear to these guys that you are playing as a bowler and you are playing as a batsman. So even if you get the ball to bowl, being a batsman, because you're playing as a batsman, if you get the ball to bowl and pick up a wicket or 2, that doesn't justify your place in the side because you're really picked to bat. And it's the same thing for the bowlers. How often we have seen that bowlers picked to play in Test cricket makes 100 and get dropped the next match because they did not deliver the ball. And West Indies need to instill that in our cricketers, that you are playing as a batsman and you are playing as a bowler. I'm still not getting anything from Flo. Still not getting anything from Flo. So West Indies have now moved on to 33 for 1. 33 for 1. West Indies now 33 for 1. As you know, Brathwaite would have out early. So as soon as Brathwaite out, somebody called me and said I put Goatmouth and Brathwaite because yesterday I said that Chanda Paul is going to make 100, but I don't think that Brathwaite is going to make 100. Now, come on, man, come on. I want my captain to do well, but I was just forecasting. I didn't put any Goatmouth and Brathwaite. You know, just as he out, I got a phone call. You put Goatmouth and Brathwaite. No, man, nonsense. I want my captain to do well. I want everyone to make 100. But we know cricket doesn't go like that. And I have selected Chanda Paul to make 100 again. I see he doesn't have to make it. He could get out. He looks very good before lunch, but he could get out and don't make 100. It is just forecasting. So at this time now, the score is that 33 for 1. Chanda Paul is at 19. Reefer is on 6. So Reefer came to bat at number 3. So West Indies in reply to Zimbabwe 115. So Reefer is on 8, Chanda Paul on 19. So that's the score at this time. He just chipped that one wide off mid on and I got a 2 for it. Let me look at your comment. On top of it, I see, lol. Morning, good morning, Scammy Boss, good morning. Yes, MOTIE did very well. Are any of you able to watch the cricket? I am not able to watch the cricket. I smell a win for West Indies. Yes, we should win this one and we should win it very comfortable. What is this one? I don't. Could you explain that up-temp radio? I don't. David, welcome to the show. It's the first time I'm seeing you. Really welcome. Thank you for the contribution. You're in Canada. Well, you can watch the match on ICC TV because the match is being showed free of cost on ICC TV for the rest of the world. So go to the International Cricket Council. When you go to their page, click on ICC TV and you should be able to watch the match. So I'm in Canada and I can't see the game. What's going on? So please go to ICC TV and you will be able to see the game. Because in Jamaica and in the Caribbean, we cannot see the game because Flow Sports have bought the rights to the game and they are not showing it. So the score scores out 35 for 1. They are not showing the game. They are not showing the game, although they have bought the rights. I've woke up from 3 o'clock this morning trying to watch the cricket and is unable to watch the cricket and have to be following texts. Texts I have to be following to watch the cricket. I do not understand and I pay my subscription bill. I do not owe Flow. I pay my subscription bill. They cut it off. If I forget to pay the subscription bill 1 month, they cut it off. So why can't I watch the cricket? Still 35 for 1. But David, you can watch it on ICC TV. If you're in the Caribbean, you cannot watch it. You have to watch it on Flow because they bought the rights. If you're in India, you have to watch it on Fan Code because they bought the rights. But for the rest of the world, you can watch it free of cost on ICC TV. I don't know if Guyana is classified as a Caribbean because, as you know, Guyana is in South America. So if the Guyanese are watching the match, they should be very, very happy with the performance of MOTIE this morning. Yeah, I think everybody is getting problem with Flow Sport lol. Yeah, so Tage Narayan have moved up to 20, so the score is now 36 for 1. So 36 for 1, Narayan have... Yes, we are having problem with Flow Sport. Righteous Boss, I agree. Thank you for agreeing with me. It means a lot to me when you agree with me. It means a lot. But also, let me tell you something though, Righteous Boss. I don't know if you have ever heard I said it before. But you know that I fired the entire board of 7 persons already because all of them agree with me. Yeah, all 7. I fired of them. I came in the morning, we were discussing something, and they keep on agreeing with everything that I said. And I don't like that. I don't like that because when you agree with everything that I said, you do not allow me to expand my thought process. because there must be another angle to some of the things that I'm saying. Some of the things that I'm saying are factual and truth or undisputable. But when I give my opinions, there are other angles to my opinions. And while I'm glad when people agree with my opinions, but I also welcome those who disagree with my opinions because they give me another angle. Yes, but I'm glad that you agree with me, righteous boss. Thank you very much. It means a lot to me. It means a really lot to me. MOTIE might just be our best frontline spinner. No disrespect to Jimbo. That debate will rage on forever. That debate will rage on as long as these two players are playing. Sheldon Smith said something the other day that Jimbo lost about 50 pounds. So yesterday I was paying close attention to Jimbo. And I'm just disappointed that the third round of the regional 4-day cricket will not start in a few days' time. Because I was watching Jimbo and I'm wondering to myself, is Jimbo moving a little faster? Is he moving a little freer? Is Sheldon right that he lost the 50 pounds? What do you think? Were you looking at Jimbo? And I think that if Jimbo lost the 50 pounds, that's a good sign because he's now moving the nigger in his favor. He's moving the nigger in his favor. And that will be very good if he's moving the needle in his favor. Please remember though, smash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner and support Best Buy USA. Majority of those who listen to this program, the statistics, the data shows that majority of those who listen to this program are living in the United States. So support Best Buy USA. Click those links in the video description. 41 for 1. Reefa just hit a 4. So Reefa now is second 4. Reefa hit a 4 and have moved up to 12. And the score is now 41 for 1. So West Indies is 41 for 1. We are in the 15th over. 3 balls of the 15th over have been bowled so far. So please smash a like on the video and remember to click that subscribe button. Enough of them in here don't listen to Asha Burger. Firm India. They don't know naught about cricket. Scabby boss, enough of them in here don't listen to Asha Burger. From India. They don't know nothing about cricket. Oh, Asha Burger from India. He's a very good commentator. I used to listen to his show, Crick Buzz, but some of the time I just don't have the time to listen to him. And because he spoke a lot about Indian cricket mostly, he mostly spoke about Indian cricket, just like how I do my show about West Indies cricket. That's the same thing with Asha Burger. So sometimes I don't know what he's going to talk about, but he's a very knowledgeable cricketer. He's a very, very knowledgeable cricketer. And I learn a lot about the IPL from Asha Burger. Very, very good. The IMO was for the fact that you can't watch the cricket at the moment. So you're laughing at me? Uptep Radio, are you laughing at me that I can't watch the cricket? Don't you see that I'm a very hungry and upset man at this time because I cannot watch the cricket? You don't realize that. So why then do you choose to laugh at me? I don't understand. I can't understand. You're laughing. Oh boy. Scabby boss, yes, I am Guyanese. Are you able to watch the cricket? Are they showing it in Guyana? Because Guyana, as you know, is in South America. So I don't know if they classify it as a... Oh, welcome, Salisha Mohammed. Long time I haven't seen you. I guess you have been working, and being that today's show is on a Sunday, you are able to watch it. And I'm coming this early because I have some cricket to go and play today. They have been calling my phone. They think that probably I'm not coming, but I'm going to play the cricket today. I have some cricket to go and play today. 43 for 1 now. 43 for 1. So another 2 for Reefa and another single for Chanda Paul. So Reefa is the one 14 and Chanda Paul is on 21. West Indies are 43 for 1, replying to 115 made by West Indies winning in 3 days. I concur with that. I save your 14. You can put the money on that. Yes, Salisha Mohammed. If West Indies is to win in 3 days, then they have to put a big total and then bowl very good. That might be a tall order. The 3 days is that we may win in 3 days. And the reason why we may win in 3 days, because I expect us to bat until lunch on the 3rd day. I expected to bat the rest of today, but the entire tomorrow until lunch on the 3rd day, and made somewhere between 500 and 600. That is my hope. That is my hope, because not only will we be putting a lot of pressure on the Zimbabwean, we'll be getting valuable match practice for the South African series. So if we can bat out the rest of today, the entire tomorrow, so tonight, say we are about 100, 110 for 1. Hope that we don't lose any more wicket. We are now 50 for 1. Reefa is more attacking today. He's on 20 from 25 deliveries. And Chanderpaul is on 22 from 42 deliveries. That's a 6. Reefa just hit a 6. Reefa just hit Mazakazda for a 6 over deep mid-wicket. It was a slug sweep and it hit high over deep mid-wicket for a 6. So Reefa just hit Mazakazda for a 6. Interestingly, as I brought up the name Mazakazda was the one who got the wicket of Brathwaite this morning. He got Brathwaite, this afternoon. He got Brathwaite, and it is the 3rd time in the series that he's getting Brathwaite. So on every occasion that Brathwaite has been dismissed in this series, he was dismissed by Mazakazda. So that was a 6 from Raymond Reefa. So he's now 20 from 26 deliveries. Chanderpaul is 22 from 42 deliveries. And West Indies is 50 for 1. So as I was saying that if we bat until lunch on the Thursday, on the 3rd day, and there's chance of rain tomorrow though. There's chance of rain tomorrow and there's chance of rain on Tuesday, which is the 3rd day. But take out the rain, because you cannot start playing the game from the 1st day with rain, because it may never fall. We know that. It may never fall. So you have to wait until it actually happens before you can strategize. So your tactics have to be not with the rain in mind at this time, because you may just do something rash. 51 for 1. You may just do something rash and cause a wicket or so. So I'm saying if we bat until lunch on the 3rd day and score 550, so we are at 550, I don't think Zimbabwe will be able to bat out the 2 sessions on the 3rd day. So that's why maybe the match is going to finish in the 3rd day. If Zimbabwe take it into the 4th day, I'll be very surprised. But I do not see this match going into the 4th day. It's not going to go into the 4th day. So I agree with that. West Indies winning despite the rain that is predicted to come. Okay, Salisha Mohammed, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Very, very good all-rounder, Big Jim. Yes, he's a very good all-rounder, and he's starring up the regional 4 day. Optech Gary Balance not playing, so West Indies winning quick. Yes, it is said that Balance have a migraine headache for the past 3 days, and he was unable to recover. We just need 300 runs for an innings win. I do not have an issue with that. And I believe that if we make 300, we will win. I don't think that Zimbabwe will be able to make 200 runs in their second innings. I believe that. But why I would like us to make 500 or more, Salisha Mohammed, is with the South Africa series in mind. So we bat properly and get accustomed to putting a big score on the board. You will say that the Zimbabwe attack is nothing compared to the South Africa attack. We agree with that. But you have to play what is in front of you. You have to play what is in front of you. And the thing about it, it doesn't matter who you make the 100 against. It's 100. And you passed that mental barrier. You overcame that mental barrier to make a big score. So if Reefa should make 100 in this match, it will do him a lot of good. And we have pressure Reefa a lot. I have said that Reefer should not be in the team. If it wasn't for his 58 in the second innings against Zimbabwe, I do not think that he would have played this match. But he have made 58 and he earned his place to play this match. If Reefer go on and make 100, he will be on the plane to South Africa. So we have to support him. Look at Steve Smith. You may recall that when Steve Smith just started playing for Australia, he used to bowl leg spin. He was a leg spinner. He made the Australian team as a leg spinner, not as a batsman. But he came up through the ranks and started batting at 5, and then he went to 3, and now he's second as 4. It seems like most great batsmen, they usually go up to 3 and then came back and second at 4. And that is what is happening to Steve Smith. Before the start of the match, the Australia-India match over the weekend, Steve Smith was averaging 60. The only modern-day Test cricketer who was averaging 60. Modern-day batsman still playing, that was averaging 60 before the match against India. I said all of that to say this. Despite the pressure that I have put on Reefer, and over 86% of you in this community said that he should not be in the team, and I agree with that. We should not block our mind if he's transitioning to a good batsman. We should not block our mind. He's not there yet, and he's far from there. And not one swallow a summer made. He's far from there. But we should not block our mind that he probably is transitioning into a good batsman. Let's see. I don't think he's a number 3. I do not think he's a number 3. I think he'll be better suited for number 5. I think the jump from batting at 7, 8 to 3 is too quick. Steve Smith never done that. Gary Sobers never done that. Because Gary Sobers started out as a bowler also. And he developed into a batsman. So let us not jump too, well, I want to say jump too quick. He has not demonstrated up to now that he has the ability to be a prolific Test batsman. But let's see what is going on. He cracked, so another 4, this time this 4, who hit this 4? I'm not seeing who hit this 4, but the score is on 56 for 1. The score is on 56 for 1. Let me see if I can find. Reefer hit another 4, so he moves up to 25. So Reefer passed Tejnara and Chandapal. So Reefer is now up to 25 from 35 deliveries. Hey, good morning. I don't see the match. I wonder why I'm not seeing it. Flow Sport, who have the rights to broadcast it in the Caribbean, is not showing it. I am not seeing it either. If you live outside the Caribbean, you can watch it on ICC TV. Welcome, Jamur Sumals. I don't know what's wrong with Flow Sports. I do not know. Somebody need to tell me what is wrong with Flow Sports. Yes, very statistically, he's the best. Yes. Who's the best? Who's the best, Cabby Boss? I missed the point. Perhaps they can win in 3 days, but that will mean the run rate will have to be high and the bowling will have to be top tier. Okay, well, but we hope for all of that. We strive for all of that. That's what we want. We want to score at a good rate. I have to laugh because I'm in the same predicament. Yes, Outep Radio. No, man, it's all in good fun because, you know, when I was rushing you, I was smiling. I was all in good fun. You fire a shot, so I fire back one. It was all in good fun. How you doing, Sammy St. Ellen? Great spell by MOTIE. Chandapal looks solid. Oh, you're able to watch the cricket. Where are you from? Where are you from, St. Ellen? You are able to watch it. We in the Caribbean cannot see it. Where are you from? Please tell us where you're from. I watch the match. Where we can watch the match. Yes, Ricardo Thompson, I don't know if you have heard me that if you are in the Caribbean, you should have been able to watch it on Flow Sport. If you are in India, you should be able to watch it on Fan Code. If you are in the USA or the rest of the world, you can go to the International Cricket Council, click on their website, then go to ICC TV, click on ICC TV, and you will be able to see it there. It's free of cost. watching it on ICC TV. But if you're in the Caribbean, you have to depend on Flow Sport. So Ricardo Thompson, you can check it out if you're not in the Caribbean. And that's why we are quarreling. 3 runs and over is all we need. This Zimbabwe team worse than ours, plus no balance. This is, yes, true. I agree with you. 6 by Floyd. 6 more? Oh, Claude Murphy, are watching the game? You mean that 6 that, oh, where can I watch? Okay, I have just covered that. You see the test match with India and Australia. Yes, I saw it. And all the talk about pitch doctoring and so on. And the point that people are making is that India batted on that pitch and made 400. It was a good pitch. It doesn't matter how it looks. It was a good pitch. And it didn't play any way unusual. India depend on their spinners. And if you come to my home to fight me, I am not going to give you the play feel that you want. I am going to create the best advantages for myself. And it's only fair. When you go to Perth and it is fast like lightning, or Brisbane and it is fast like lightning, who complain? And that's why I said yesterday, Ricky Ponting, when West Indies played that second test match, he was on television saying that the West Indies team is worse than club cricket. What is he saying now? What is he saying about this Australia team that cannot play the spinners? What is he saying now about this performance? India number 9 batsman, what's his name? Akshar Patel. India batting at number 9 made 86. The entire Australia second innings, all 11 of them were bundled out for 97. So India number 9, batting on a pitch that they cannot bat on, made almost the same number of runs that the entire team made in their second innings. Aren't they worse than club cricketers, Ricky Ponting? Aren't they worse? Sit down. Be careful what you said. And disrespecting the West Indies that we are worse than club cricketers. Don't be disrespectful to the West Indies cricket team. Because there is it, that's the Australian team. To show you how India lick out the man them mind. I saw batsmen getting beaten, Australian batsmen getting beaten, and they are giving the Indian bowlers thumbs up, well bowled, nodding their head. They were in a trance, they were mesmerized. It's all the club cricketers doing it. You're the calling me. I told you I have a cricket match. Just a minute, let me take this call. How are you doing, sir? Yeah, man, I'm coming, man. All right, I'm coming. I'm doing something, but I'm coming, man. I'm coming. I have obligation to fulfill, so I'm coming. You hear, sir? Big man, I'm coming. All right. Yes, man. Good. So I have a cricket match. Sorry about that. I have a cricket match to play today. Guys look comfortable. Guys look very comfortable. Century for Tage and Reefer. All right. I have 57 for 1. A 57 for 1. We are 57 for 1. Who is Floyd? Floyd Reefer? Is Raymond Reefer? Floyd Reefer, I think is Raymond Reefer. Is from Barbados also. He captained the West Indies. But a number of persons tend to mix up Floyd with Raymond. A lot of time, even I myself refer to Raymond Reefer as Floyd Reefer. You know, so it happens, but we know it's a language and it's human beings, and we misspoke on a number of times. So we really know that it's Raymond Reefer. You know, a number of us do. Thank you, Juna Davis. Thank you. Claude Murphy, that's Craig Lowe looks like it was going down the leg side. Is there any third umpire? There's no DRS in this series. No DRS. There's no DRS. There is third umpires. There are some things that may be referred to the third umpires, but there's no DRS in this. There's no DRS in the system. No DRS. When you say Craig there a while ago, no, man, you leak out my mind, you know, because me I wonder if yes, Chanda Paul out. But no, I realize that it's Craig Brathwaite you're talking. And there we go again, you know, because Craig name starts with a K, you know, it just put me off a little bit for a moment. But we're all human beings. We are all human beings. That's how it goes. If Reefer does well in this game, do you see him continue at number 3, or should we bring in a youngster or Darren Bravo? Sammy St. Ellen, if he does well batting at number 3, he's going to play at number 3 against South Africa. They are not going to move him because they have been very stubborn about this. Remember that they tried him against England. His top score against England was 29. Out of the 6 times he batted at number 3 against England, he averages 21. His top score was 29. And they still have him at number 3. They are not going to move him unless he fails. And while many of us were saying that he should not be batting, should not be playing, they still play him at number 3 because they are going to say now that, you see, we gave the man enough time and he's delivering. He's now on 25. Why this? The score is now 58. The score is 58 for 1. He's on 25. Chanda Paul is on 24. What is happening here? Because it's a long time. It's like it's Chanda Paul facing all the deliveries, it looks like. So he's going to be there. Raymond Floyd, Peeper Reefer, hope you learned something today. Yeah. Oh, welcome, Mixam, welcome. Exactly. This is the opportunity for them to make a big score to better prepare themselves for other formidable teams. Thank you for agreeing with me. Thank you for agreeing with me. That means a lot. I agree. Reefer is a number 5. Thank you. Everyone agreeing with me this morning. That's good. That's very good. That's very good. Yeah, Reefer could replace Older. Reefer could replace Older. All right, cool. Sportsmax 2, Trinidad TT. So Sportsmax, well done. Sportsmax is showing it in Trinidad. Wow, are they showing it in Jamaica? Let me check something here. Is Sportsmax showing it in Jamaica? I'm checking here. Sportsmax is showing. Then, all right, Mr. Casanova, how are you? Mr. Casanova, long time I haven't heard from you. I saw you putting comments in the comment section. I'm just checking to see. That's not it. That's not it. That's tennis. That's football. That's racing. No, Sportsmax 2 is not showing it. Sportsmax 2 is showing football. So Sportsmax 2 is not showing it. Mr. Casanova, I'm watching it on a channel called Rush. You're watching it on a channel Rush. All right, I will check that Rush, but Rush is all right. Let me check that out because I need to watch this cricket. Rush. Let me check. It's you're in Jamaica, Mr. Casanova, because it is saying unavailable. It's at 3 a.m. Zimbabwe, West Indies, but it's saying unavailable. So maybe it's unavailable in Jamaica because Flow. I don't know what's happening. I pay my subscription for Flow Sport. So Flow Sport should have been showing me. The West Indies does not have a real number 3 in the present team. Bonner is not a number 3 since he has technical problems with the short ball. I think the West Indies should include King to bat at number 3. That's a good point you're making, you know. You're making a very good point. And I'm trying to analyze the King situation here. I'm going to try and analyze here. I think West Indies not selecting King for this series in Zimbabwe affected King. In 9 matches in the International League T20 in Abu Dhabi, the UAE, wherever it was, in 9 matches, King, in 9 T20 matches, King has made only 127 runs, although he made 57 in 1 match. So in the other 8 matches, he have only made 50 runs. And I think he not being selected for the West Indies team to tour Zimbabwe, I think it has affected him mentally. I really think so. Because before the second round of the regional 4-day cricket tournament had started, the Abu Dhabi Knight Riders that Brandon King played for in the International League T20 were knocked out approximately 5 days before the second round of the regional 4-day cricket tournament started. Brandon King have declared time and time again that he wants to play Test cricket. I think he gave up. That's why he did not jump on a plane and try and reach Antigua to play that second round of the regional 4-day cricket. That's how I think. I think when he see, because remember, King knows that some of these guys who are selected for the team cannot bat like him. He knows that. And he also knows that his record is better than theirs. And as a human being, he's saying to himself, why am I not being selected? Despite the last time I played regional 4-day cricket, I made 100 before I went on West Indies duty in India. The very last match before he went to India last year. So King knows all of that. He knows. And for West Indies not to call him to Zimbabwe, I think it licked him brain. I really think it affected him. He has no contract in the Pakistan Super League. So it's not like he was leaving the UAE to go to Pakistan. He has no contract in the PSL. So he could have come home early and play in that second match against Barbados. But clearly, it seems like he has given up because he's wondering, what do I need to do? Well, let's hope his father is a very bright man, and I hope that they can encourage him and motivate him because we really need him. We are now 60 for 1. Rifa is on 25, Chanda Paul is on 26. Please click on that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner. It's free and you click only once. And slash a like on the video. Still don't know why they're playing Rust and Chase over Warrican and still playing older. Well, Mr. Casanova, one of the things that I always encourage on this channel, and I take your point, I would not be playing Roach and Older in this match. I take your point. But the fact is that they're in the 11. So let us support them until the end of the match. Let us support them until the end of the match. 91, Liverpool, 91, Andre Liverpool, 91. Oh, Flight Reef for the umpire. Yeah, Flight Reef is the umpire, so we're always going to mix them up. Question, what advice would you give to the West Indies when they go in against South Africa? Now, I will come up with that in another show, Jerome Smalls. We just want to concentrate on this one, but it's going to be very interesting because in this regional 4-day cricket tournament, we have seen a number of good performances. One of the things that I've been considering, Thomas, Bonner, and Warrican were selected for Zimbabwe. They played no match. Do you drop them for the South Africa series? Would that be fair? Because they did not play any of the matches against Zimbabwe. But yet still, you have them in Zimbabwe. Now, someone who is playing in the regional 4-day cricket competition and is performing. Do you pick that person ahead of these three? And they were not given the opportunity to perform. They were not given the opportunity to perform. If they can reason to say, if we were here playing in the regional 4-day cricket tournament, we would be dominating it. But we're in South Africa, and that is why we are not dominating the regional 4-day cricket tournament. So does it mean that those three players are automatic pick for South Africa? Thomas, Bonner, and Warrican. That is something that we'll have to think about a lot. That will call for a lot of discussion. They are setting up Reefer for failure. I don't know. Doesn't he as a godfather? Isn't Desmond Haynes his godfather? Karen Smith, oh sorry, Keegan Smith. I'm sorry about that. Keegan Smith, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. We can't see the cricket in Guyana. Do you have Rush? When I was in Guyana, I was able to watch Rush because I was able to watch some Rush TV in Guyana and the Sportsmax app. I was able to watch Rush. So could you check it out? Because Mr. Casanova is saying that he's seen it on Rush. When I check Rush just now, it is saying that it's unavailable in my territory. Oh, you're in the USA, Mr. Casanova, I see. We also seen it on Rush in Trinidad. Okay. Richard Johnson, welcome to the show. Is Bravo ready for a test cricket again? Now, Bravo, in my opinion, Bravo one is a tricky one, a tricky one because he is probably our best batsman in the region. And why I say that is that bar none, maybe only Brandon King will come close. When Bravo is in full flow, if you look how the ball leave Bravo bat, it leave it with a sort of clarity and timing that it doesn't leave the other batsman bat in the Caribbean the same way it leaves Bravo bat. So he may well be the best timer of the ball in the Caribbean. Now we all know that the short pitch bowling has been giving him a challenge. He faced a serious challenge against good fast bowling from, using a Jamaican term in quotation, from Wappy Kill Phillip. I don't know if you know the quotation. So that means it's up from ever since he always having a challenge with quick bowling aimed at his body. It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one for Bravo. I'm going to give it some more thought, Richard Johnson. Let me give it some more thought. It's a tricky one. Like up the Liverpool people. Oh, you're a Liverpool fan? Like up the live people. Oh, thanks. Respect, Mr. Wilson. Royston Wilson. Thank you very much. West Indies need to do better. We can't stream the match. Now, simmer down. Let me try. We can't blame the West Indies this time. Let me tell you how it works. This match is being hosted in Zimbabwe. So Zimbabwe cricket responsible. It's the copyright holder is Zimbabwe cricket. They're the copyright holder. Now they sell that copyright to media houses. And so those media houses have the copyright to stream it. So they sold it to Flow Sport, whether directly or through a third party. Flow Sports have the right to stream it in the Caribbean. So it's not a question that Cricket West Indies can just get up and stream it. It is not their product. The product is for Cricket Zimbabwe cricket. It's Zimbabwe cricket. So the product is for Zimbabwe cricket. And Zimbabwe cricket, they sold it to who they want to sell it to. And in the Caribbean, Flow Sports have that right. For Cricket West Indies to maybe buy the rights, like say from Flow Sports for it to be streamed on free-to-air TV, it's probably about $2 million to buy that rights. So I can't. No blame should be attached to Cricket West Indies in this process. So I hope you understand what I'm saying, Simon. The product belongs to Zimbabwe cricket. And Zimbabwe cricket, they sold the product to who they see fit, whether through an auction or a bidding process or whatsoever. They sold the product to that entity. The entity with the rights in the Caribbean to stream it is Flow Sport. West Indies cricket really doesn't have anything to do with it this time. I hope I'm clear and I help you in that regard. Banner can overcome the short ball. He can be the number 3. Well, we hope so. For the best interest of West Indies cricket, Bravo should go into the coaching. Simple. Already the opinions are divided. So that is why I'm saying that we will have a serious discussion. Bravo scored 2 centuries. He should be in the squad, period. Runs his runs. He showed his talent. That's a very, very strong point. Because to me, batting is runs. That's what, it doesn't matter how you look. 69 for 1. Chandapal and 29, Reef on 31. It doesn't matter how you look. Is runs that score. It runs that matters. Batting is runs. That's a very, very good point, Optep Reed. That's a very, very good point. But there comes a time when I'll be selecting the West Indies squad for South Africa. I don't reach that point yet. I want to wait until this test finish. And then I will have an extensive discussion and you will see whether Bravo is in my squad or not. Welcome to the show, Rupert Morgan. This Morgan sounds familiar. It sounds like somebody that I know. I don't understand the selectors. We need the best playing 11. Yes, a number of us believe that these guys who are playing is not the best playing 11. But I've said many times and even since morning, the 11 that is playing, they are our team. So let's support our team. Over the past 20 years, we still have not learned what it takes to be competitive. Good point. That's a very deep point, Robert Morgan. Atane is making runs too, so doesn't he get in the squad? Mr. Casanova, and a lot of things coming up. A lot of things coming up, but I'm giving myself time to analyze everything. Bravo should take up coaching, add many opportunities. Now, and just a point on Atanes, because one of the things, no, I'm going to leave the Atanes thing until I come to pick my squad. Atane should get nod over Bravo. Matt Pryor is a champion of Atanes. I've seen him. He has made a number of comments about Atanes. He's really a fan of Atanes, and that is very good with all of our favorite cricketers. But I'm going to leave the South African squad selection until I really consider it. And when I'm picking that squad, I will not do a live show. I will do a recording. Because I know if I'm doing a live show, I may never get to pick the squad. So I'm going to do a recording and then release it. And then afterward, we can discuss it live. But I know that it is going to be a heated conversation because all of us want our favorite player to be in that. All of us want our favorite player to be in the squad. If you can watch it in other Caribbean islands, it's a location. It's a try VPN and change your location. I will try that, Mr. Casanova. Too much preference in West Indies cricket. That's why we are not going forward. That's one of the things we have been talking a lot about. The bias and the appearance of favoritism. We have been talking about that. It is a strong point. I believe West Indies doesn't have the room to be choosy based on what they feel. Select players based on technical abilities. Batter scoring runs should be in the squad. As a batsman, his runs going to get in the squad. I believe that every day. Bowlers who takes wicket should be in the squad. I want to ask you this OPTEP radio. In the case of Jimbo, Rakeem Cornwall, he's taking wickets and he's making runs. But he's not being selected in the squad clearly because of his size. Should that be a factor? Claude Murphy, please remember to slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button in the bottom right hand corner. I love Ali. He should get his chance in South Africa. West Indies don't have the squad depth to be selecting players and feelings. That is the point I'm making. That is the point. Mr. O's, hold and chase of the team and balance too much all around and them not performing well. Cornwall, King, Darren should be in the team. Very good point you're making there about the bits and pieces cricketers, Kurt. I have said it, that there are too many bits and pieces cricketers playing. And that is why, if you listen to the video that I did last week when I was picking the 11 for today's match, I have said, and I saw it today, we only use 4 bowlers. The 5th bowler, Chase, only bowled 2 overs. We need to pick bowlers and we need to pick batsmen. We need to stop picking these bits and pieces cricketers where everybody think that, you know, if I scratch a 40 here and I get a wicket there, I'll be in the next match. No. You should have a responsibility as a bowler or a responsibility as a batsman. That is it. That's how I see it. You can't say that, boy, I scratch a 40 there or I take a 2 wickets there. No. You pick your 4 best bowlers, pick your 6 best batsmen. Hopefully one of those 6 best batsmen can give you a few overs like Mayers. That's how the team should be selected. The bits and pieces cricketers, that time must come to an end. These service providers are really jokey. True, Claude Murphy. They just cut the test match and showing some T20 stupidness. You see, Claude Murphy, that's what I'm talking about. You know why that happened? Flow Sports suddenly realized that they are showing it and instructed them to cut it because they are the rights holder. That's all that happened. It's as simple as that. And Flow Sport is not showing it. We are 72 for 1. Reefa is on 32. Chanda Paul is on 31. Reefa is almost buying his ticket. He's at the ticket counter now buying his ticket for South Africa. How you doing, Sunil Singh? Welcome to the show, man. I appreciate you, Sunil Singh. I really, really appreciate you. And I'm glad that you're here. Big up, respect, man. I appreciate it. You always have my back. I really appreciate that. And I thank you for everything. I thank you for everything, Sunil Singh. Thank you. I am following West Indies cricket from 1996. One thing still common, they never play the best 11. It means they lose his matches before playing wickets. That is so true. That is so true. We often... Now, let me tell you, ask Jason Holder. When Jason Holder was asked if he would captain the West Indies team again, this is one of the reasons why he said that he would not captain it again. He said there are times that he wants to play the player that he thinks is the best player or players, but he is instructed by higher force that certain players have to play for Caribbean unity. That's what Jason Holder said. Not in those terms, not in those words, because he said it probably 2-3 years ago. I do not remember the exact quote, but I'm just trying to summarize what he said. A number of times, he wants to play a player or players because he thinks that that player or players are the best player. But he cannot because instruction came from other place. So you are so right, my friend. Sunil Kumar Singh, thank you again for everything. C. Dobra is selecting board need what's this? C. Dobra selecting board needs to be revamped. Yes, it needs to revamp. My idea, I just think you should have a head coach. You should have a head coach, and the head coach pick his support staff, and he and his support staff sit down and select the squad. But that will go in depth another time. The younger players are not getting a chance and they left behind. The players who performing in domestically not getting their chance. This is a problem. Uptep Radio, one of the things that I want you to do for me, all of these young players that we are talking about, and I've said it before, the players who are currently representing the West Indies, except for Brathwaite, Joseph, Da Silva, and Chandapal, those 4, except for those 4, well, MOTIE is now in the mix. So, without calling name, let's say a number of the players that are representing the West Indies, like the names that are most often called Bonner and Blackwood. Those are the 2 names that are most often called, Bonner and Blackwood. They are the ones. I want you in this community to check something for me. Check the last 10 matches that Bonner played for the West Indies and the last 10 matches that Blackwood played for the West Indies, and check these youngsters in their last 10 regional matches, check how many runs they made. Check it. I am all for youngsters getting an opportunity, but they must outperform those who are in the West Indies team. Again, I'm saying I am not comfortable with the standard of the West Indies team. And I really want some of these youngsters to step up and put in the performances to get rid of some of these jokers. But we cannot pick them just because we like them. Their performances must step up. They must kick down the door. They must not only play because we like them, but they must play because they're justified selection. So it's good for the younger players to come through. And if the younger players don't come through, West Indies cricket will die. And the performances of a number of these players in the West Indies test team, again, I will repeat, it is not up to standard and it is not satisfactory. But are the youngsters we are calling on, are they outscoring these other players? Are they getting more wickets than these other players? Well, not in the case of the wickets. In the case of the wickets, and I can say this here, and this is one of the things that I'm very disappointed about. Rakeem Cornwall, Jeremiah Louis, Keema Paul, there's another person. Gudakesh MOTIE was 5th. The 4 top bowlers in last year's regional tournament, 4-day tournament, Cornwall, Keema Paul, Jeremiah Louis, and one more. The next person is not coming to me. Gudakesh MOTIE was the 5th top bowler in last year's tournament. Of those top 5 bowlers, only MOTIE is in the West Indies team. So if you're playing in your regional 4-day cricket and cannot make the West Indies team, what is the motivation? So I'm very disappointed about that. That they should have been placed in the West Indies team for more of the top 5 bowlers in our domestic cricket competition. I cannot say the same thing about our batting, because the persons who are the leading batsmen in our domestic cricket are all, the top 5 are all in South Africa, in Zimbabwe. But the bowling needs some explanation. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Please slash a like on the video, click that subscribe button, and we hope that West Indies will do much better in this test match and win it. The score is now 81-1. Have a great day. Take care of yourself and try to find some way to watch the match. I'm going to play some cricket. Please slash a like on the video and click on that subscribe button. Have a great day now. One love. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Good morning.